Good morning, pirates. I've got a new build video for you today. The build today is on the Schooner. Schooner, I call mine the Explosive King, is a medium ship. It's a DPS style ship, so it specializes in dealing damage and status effects. Has Fury, increases damage to structures by 50% and increases weak point damage taken by 30% for 10 seconds. Weapon hits have a 20% chance to trigger Fury on self for 15 seconds, boosting broadside weapon damage by 20% while active. Broadside's hit can trigger a 700 damaging explosion every 3 seconds with a 100-meter blast radius. As a volatile, all weapons equipped on the broadsides of this ship will deal bonus 20% explosive damage and decreases explosive weapon reload time by 10%. So those are the perks of the Schooner and why I'm using it. This is the ship loadout here. In the front, we're using the Electo. This crimson-coated ballista fires 3 bolts at once. Should all 3 bolts hit the same mark, they erupt in flames in a devastating follow-up. Does 1,187 damage. Reload time is 0.78 seconds. That's very fast. Has triple threat, fires 3 shots at once. Deals an additional 400 fire damage if all 3 shots hit the same target. I rolled on combustion, siege, and amplified burning. Then I'm using Nashcars for the port. A noble runes carved into this weapon's barrel call on mysterious forces during battle. Each hit on your enemies ends up repairing your ship, especially when striking weak points. Does 4,475 damage. Has the ghastly mending, which is 5% of damage dealt from this weapon restores whole health. When a weak point is hit, the repair amount is multiplied by 700%. Rolled on combustion, siege, and siege. Then the one on the starboard, 4526. Same thing, combustion, siege, and siege. On the rear, should be combustion, siege, and siege, but this is just one I grabbed. So it has firepower, amplified piercing, and amplified piercing. Running a roaring mag for your auxiliary. Enhances explosive damage to the extremely effective against structures. This behemoth grinds forts to ash, eliminating any rivals to the DMC's fortifications. Does 19,066 damage. Rolled on rupturing, siege, and siege. Rupturing is not the primary, so I think that was just one I picked. Let me see here. Yeah, it should be this one, which is combustion, amplified explosive, and siege. So I'll just steal that real quick. Armor is going to be Nocturne Heart, increases weapon damage while at the height of whole health, favored among St. Ain raiders who are known for striking and vanishing untouched. Rolled on armored, so it increases your armor by 105. Maintenance, so it restores 175 whole health per second. And fortitude, so it increases your brace strength by 13.6%. Furniture makes it all work. In the front, we're running the Gears Workshop for our ballista, so it reduces the reload time of the ballista weapon by 12%. It also reduces the charge time of ballista weapons by 10%. Long Gun Works 1. Specialized station used to modify long gun ammunition to deal additional damage. Does 19% extra secondary damage. Atelier de Curvage, this is going to be our major furniture. While above 50% whole health, it reduces income and secondary damage by 24% and increases the threat generation while in plunders by 15%. It also increases weapon damage by 10%. That's overall weapon damage, so that's your auxiliary, your port, your starboard, bow, and your stern. Increases armor rating of equipped armor by 100. This is a very good major furniture. If you don't have this and you need a secondary, a really good one would be the bilge fire barrels, so that you can increase your secondary damage to your broadside weapons by 10%. Then we're using the Ballista Works one. Increases secondary damage of ballista by 19%. The ammo priming bench to proc off of our siege, so increases weapon damage to structures by 20% for siege weapons and repair amount of repair weapons by 18% from more than 160 meters away, which is actually quite a lot when you're doing plunders. Siege weapons deal 4% increased weapon damage, and repair weapons repair 7% more whole health. So those repair weapons, being the Nashcars, are going to give us another 7% whole health. Increase projectile speed of siege weapons and repair weapons by 10%, except for sea fire and auxiliary weapons. And then last but not least, that Devil's Concoction. So it increases secondary damage of burning weapons by 12%, increased maximum range of burning weapons by 8%, and everything on our ship besides our auxiliary was a burning weapon. So that's the loadout. Let's show you some of the damage. Play one of my songs for you.
Raise the banners high, let the thunder roll. From St. Anne's Harbor to the Gold Skull Show. Every sail that flies I mark, the sea already knows. Captain GTI's fleet, where the black tide flows. Garuda leads the line, 6 long guns on a bow. Nash got fire and poison storm, she owns the fight somehow. She cracks the forts of Creamy, the towers fall in flame. No ship on earth can match her aim, no rival stake a claim. The blighter sails behind a toxic ghost in green. Torpedoes leave their serpents trail, the deadliest you've seen. Flood and plague in concert sing, a fury knows no peace. Rama's legacy on her sides, the sea becomes disease. The sandbug breeze in fire, her bombard scorch the waves. Ash and ember kiss the deck, the burning urns their graves. Tooling's guidance blesses aim, reloads faster still. She burns through fleets like parchment, her wrath a searing will. Potty walk on the forge of flame with wounds bred turner's might. Ammo priming, bench and devil's concoction light. Ramrod workshop hammers loud, long guns roar with glee. Her holes a moving inferno, she's a storm upon the sea. The snow drifts in, ghostly pale, knights of iron guard. A core ash breaker, bombard scream aloud. Napalm at her door, haunted armor in her keep. Specters bound by a vow, they rise when battle calls their name. Their souls defend her now. Brigantine's the hammer, amassed like iron trees, cutting through the broadside fights. Fearless on the seas, frigate sails beside her, proud and sharp and loud. They carry cannon, dreams of war, they make the captain proud. From St. Anne to Mega Fort Houston, every port we claim, our names etched deep in cannon smoke. The sea repeats our fame. Cotton, Regina, Nexio, Robin, Clelian by my side. A brotherhood of thunder, a fleet that will not hide. Raise your rum and sing aloud, let the black flags gleam. We are the fleet of East Indies, the pirates of the dream. Garuda's fast nose, cold steel, blighter's deadly scheme. Sandbugs flame and pay to Wakang's roar, the masters of the stream. When the dawn breaks red and the forts lie bare, remember the fleet that sailed from St. Anne's Lair. 6 ships strong under GTI stare, the ocean bows for the pirates' day. Six miles at the bow, the morning splits in two. Iron hymns and copper prayers, Garuda comes for you. You read your line the shot, steady breath, let the volley run. 6 long guns at the bow, the fight is always won. Nash Carbelo's first combustion, heart aflame, fires a biting heel, the men who learn her name. She burns the rampart, stitches wounds with soot and pride. Load her slow and strike the chord where lesser forts will hide. La pick, 3 whispers poison, toxic in her breath. Green storms bloom on timber, bring a slow and choking death. Aim for seams and splinters, watch the planks decay. Her breath is rotting justice, leave the bastions gray. Divine thunder answers, lightning caged in brass.
As you can see, it's a pretty strong build.
Towers backbone, let the sparks fall wide. Heaven's hammer on our deck, thunder at our side. Lane cartoon roars like volcano, shrapnel sings its hymn. Explosive hearts that crumble, stone and guttered limbs. Send the mortar thunder where the cannon can't afford. Make the citadel remember what it means to lose its horde. Drown one at the flank, cold and salted flood. Flood in every corridor, turning mortar into mud. Water eats the timber, steam and brine conspire. Let the fortress choke on salt, let the gunners curse it for thunder. I am
I wish the Electo did more damage, though. That is one thing I do wish. Because that reload's really nice, but the damage just isn't there for me.
Stack your shots, count your breaths, 8 seconds, trust the plan. Teach your mates the six-fold song and sail a sterner man. When the smoke drifts back to sea and towers lie in ruin, you'll hear the crews in harbor speak the names we set to ruin. Not for greed alone we fire before the craft we hone. 6 long guns at the bow and Garuda's crown is shown. 6-fold thunder, bright and bright. Forward comes the dawn. Load the NASCAR, feed the lockpick, sound the lang, the storm, the drown. Line your hands, steady eyes, learn the math and spawn. A legend in the powder set. Garuda leads the brawn. Raise the sail, dawn's alive. Garuda wakes, the cannons thrive. 6 long guns breathe iron flame. No tower stands, no fort remains. Men bay to starboard, drone ones roar. Their thunder shakes the ocean floor. Smoke and fury guide our aim. We carve our legend, earn our name. Let the dead resound with might. Garuda's wrath ignites the night. Every volley pure precision, born of fire and pirate vision. Toolin's guidance lights our
My turn.
way. Weak points crumble, none can stay. 30 more with every mark. 8 heartbeats till the breach runs dark. Now the air is salt and flame. Golden reach and none to blame. Fort walls fall, the gunners flee. We rule the smoke above the sea. Let the decks resound with might. Garuda's wrath ignites the night. Every volley pure precision, born of fire and pirate vision. Brothers, heed the thunder's call. The Garuda conquers, towers fall. Wind-based fury, tooling's hand. Together we command the land. Raise your guns when plunder's done. For every ship beneath the sun, no sharper prow, no truer gun than Garuda's reign. The chosen one. Sails lit red by the embered sky. The soundbook burns and the weak ships die. Ashbreaker roars with
I'm
the
gonna
sea
start
so
putting
loud.
all my
Flames
builds on
eat
Skull and
us while
Bones
the crew
Tools
shouts proud.
website as well.
Scorched is
So
the
if anyone
curse
wants
when
to
the blaze ignites.
find my builds there, you
5,000
can.
burn and the sea
Skull and Bones
turns white.
Tools
Reload
is an
quick
amazing
from the furnace
website that every single one of you guys should be using. There should be a link in the bottom of my video for you guys to check it out as well. Shout out to Heinz.
Where the sandbug flew, burning sails on the horizon's line. Their screams mix sweet with the smell of pine. Rum in the blood, Sutsu on the brow. We set the night to flames right now. Every shot's a promise kept. The ocean glows where our enemies slept. Try the sandbug rules with molten rage, a firestorm queen on a blazing stage. Call to St. Anne, call to the docks, call to the coves of the east. Line up the brigantine sloop and the frigate, bring every beast. His hull is plated in black, a cursed skin of iron and slate. But we got piercing, we got fury, we got powder to split that fate. Nashgar long guns, point 'em true, refire into the seam. Heliport cover and snap the ribs, tear down his dream. Roaring Megan motors rain, arc like thunder to the sky. Aim for the joint that seems a keel, make Vikram's banner die. Ho to the deck, ho to the deck, ho. Raise every blade, every bolt, every dark hearted wreck. Ho to the deck, ho to the deck, ho. Pierce his black, break his back, take a prize from his neck. Rama's legacy, load the tubes, torpedoes hum low and mean. Line up the spread, time the blast and the sea to turn green. Caustic and combustion flooding where the weak seam lies. But bring the Pearson to finish the job, no second tries. Ram with the proud, cleave with a spike, grape shot to the rigging's lace. Boarding hooks and swivel blades, we'll meet 'em face to face. Captain GTI on the bow, eyes like a lantern's glow. Brothers, sisters, take your station, tonight we steal the show. Bridge, whisper chant, sound the bell, light the flare. Spread the word from mast to mast. Every Ramus, every long gun, every powder kegs cast. Watch the blackhead east the shot, but it bleeds at the seam. By the tooth, by the plate, to the planks, drown the dream. Hoist the chain, splice the rope, strike while the tide runs blind. Snipe the towers, blind their lookouts, leave their gunners twined. Pierce through armor, break their hold, make the iron scream. Vikram's pride is brittle, now we'll shatter every beam. Shout the names, Nixie, O'Cotton, Sarah, Bamboo Crew in the fray. Robin and Regina, steady hands, keep the powder at play. Worms, Brett Turner, priming bench, play ward at the rail. Every furniture,
all right, guys, that's it. That's the plunder schooner with the Electo. If you're trying to get the mastery for the Electo right now, 500 million is quite a lot. Make sure you go do some woven hauls. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you put any comments you have down below, like the video, and subscribe so you can catch me in the next one. All right, peace.
Raise